Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final part of showing and talking about how the first 7 seasons of Thomas the Train can be enjoyed by people of any age. We are still on season 3, but this is the last clip, of an episode I'll be showing from season 3. Then I'll be moving on to season 4, which is called Heroes.
Gasped Ben. I've never heard a noise like that before. I have, whispered his driver nervously. It sounds like a rock slide to me. Then came the alarm. Danger! Clear the quarry! Shouted the quarry master. Workmen scrambled into the trucks. Thank goodness we're here, said the twins. They were just puffing out of the quarry when... Help! Wait for me! A workman had been left behind. Ben waited as the man climbed quickly aboard. The twins left the quarry just in time. Everyone was safe, but rubble lay all around. Oh dear, said Bill, this wasn't our fault. I hope the Fat Controller will understand. And indeed he did. The next day he arrived with Edward.
Bill and Ben, you still have a lot to learn about trucks, don't you? But you acted quickly and bravely in an emergency. So, 3 cheers for Bill and Ben, our heroes. Hip hip, hooray, hooray, hooray.
Oh, thank you, sir, said Bill.
One with...
Now we are moving on to season 4, the first episode of it called
Sometimes
Grand
they would
Puff.
tease him and chant, engines come, engines go, Grand Puff goes on forever. You impertinent scallywags, Duke would say. Whatever are you engines coming to? Never mind, Grand Puff, we're only young ones. Well, you'd better mind, unless you want to end up like Smudger. Oh, Grand Puff, whatever happened? Smudger, said Duke, was a show-off. He rode roughly and often came off the rails. I warned him to be careful, but he took no notice. Listen, Dookie, who worries about a few spills? We do here, I said, but Smudger just laughed. Until one day, manager said he was going to make him useful at last. Smudger stopped laughing then. Why? What did he do? He turned him into a generator. He's still there behind our shed. He'll never move again. After that, Stuart and Falcon became really useful engines, and all 3 were happy together for many years. Duke is the...
Now the next clip is from the episode called You Can't Win.
He croaked, but I'll manage. At last they reached the station. Duke's driver examined him carefully. Anxious passengers waited for news. Duke is going to take you to the harbour, but he might be late, said the guard. So 2 engines are coming to help. You'll still catch your boat. Falcon buffered up in front. Poor old Grand Puff, what a shame you've broken down. Pip, 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 teased Stuart. This is the day. He was coupled on behind. Are you ready? Whistled Falcon. Yes, I am, replied Stuart. And away they went. When they reached the next station, the cavalcade split up. Falcon took Duke's pass. And they were. he and his driver had their own little joke ready. They waited until they reached the hill. "Now," said his driver. Duke puffed and roared as though he was pushing the whole train's weight before him. The noise echoed everywhere. When they reached the last station, everyone cheered. "What happened?" asked the boy. "They don't usually need 2 engines." "Well," replied his father, "Stuart broke down. Duke had to help him." Sounds as if he had a hard job, too. Duke and his driver's joke had worked. "Fiddlesticks!" exclaimed Stuart, and he vanished in a cloud of steam. Duke wheezed alongside. "Poor old engine," he teased. "It's no good, Stuart. You can't win."
Oh.
If you
Now the next episode I'll be doing is from Trucks.
bottom of the slope are hitched to a steel rope. Loaded ones at the top are hitched to another. By their weight, loaded trucks run down the steep slope, pulling the empty ones up. Peter Sam duly waited at the bottom of the slope for the loaded trucks. He never bumped trucks unless they misbehaved, but the loaded trucks couldn't see him properly. They thought he was a handle. Their chance for trickery had come. "Faster! Faster!" they yelled. "No, no!" wailed the empty trucks. "It's Peter Sam!" But it was no use. "Hurrah! Hurrah!" roared the trucks. Peter Sam shut his eyes. "Beep, beep," wailed Peter Sam. Rusty was working nearby and came to help clear up the mess. "Bus my buffers!" exclaimed Rusty. "Never mind, Peter Sam, we'll get you out." Peter Sam felt battered. His funnel was cracked and his boiler dented. "Thank you, Rusty," he sighed and went slowly home.
Now the next clip is from the episode Rock and Roll.
Little engine loved. Duncan. He climbed the hill furiously. "Well done, boy. Keep it up," encouraged his driver. Soon they were near the first station. Duncan was pleased. Nothing's happened, silly old diesel. Clever me." And he rocked and he rolled along the line. "Steady, boy," checked his driver, but it was too late. "So leapers and ballast, I'm off." And he was. "I warned him," said Rusty, "but all he did was call me names." The little diesel refused to move. "I'm ashamed of you, Rusty," said Skarloey. "Think of the passengers. What are they going to do?" "Oh, I'd forgotten them. Yes, of course. We must help the passengers." And Rusty roared into life. Duncan stood, sad and solitary. He couldn't rock and roll now. "Oh, dear," he thought. "Everyone will know how silly I am." The passengers had to get out and help too. They weren't very pleased about that, but worked as hard as they could. They carefully levered Duncan back onto the line. After that, Duncan was extra careful. Oliver had
Now the next clip is from the episode Toad Stands By.
Smiled Oliver bravely, but he felt dreadfully nervous inside. Oliver marshaled the worst trucks 2 by 2. That's the way, Mr. Oliver, whispered Toad. And if you leave that Scruffy till last, you'll have him behind you. Then you can bump him if he starts his nonsense. Hold back, whispered Scruffy, and passed the word to the others. The silly trucks giggled. But Oliver knew what to do. There was plenty of sand on the rails and his wheels gripped splendidly. He gave a great heave. Oh! Groaned Scruffy. I don't like this. Go it, yelled Duck. Well done, boy, well done. Oh! Wailed Scruffy. I'm coming apart. And he did. Then there was trouble.
Well, Oliver, so you don't know your own strength, is that it?
No, sir, said Oliver nervously. The Fat Controller inspected Scruffy.
As a thought. Rotten wood, rusty frames. Maybe if we put you back together, you'll earn yourself a better name.
Toby the Tram Engine was...
Now the next clip is from the episode Special Attraction.
Trucks were crosser still. Our stone is for Bullstroke. Please, put us in a siding so that we can load him up and be rid of him. But the trucks were being careless. As Percy was lining them up, they burst through some buffers. Help! Help! They wailed. But it was too late. Cried Bulstrode. I'm sinking! Serves you right, giggled the trucks. You were always barging in and moaning. It took a very long time to clear the mess. Percy watched as Bulstrode was towed to the beach.
Now we will be moving on to Season 5.
Thomas
And the first clip is from the episode Cranky Bugs.
across the island. Cranky and the big engines were trapped at the docks. We're sure to be safe in this shed, said Duck. But he was wrong. The engines had no idea that they were about to be put in great danger by an old tramp steamer. It was out of control and running aground straight into the sheds. Help! Called the engines from inside the shed. I can't, called Cranky pathetically. When the storm was over, the Fat Controller rushed to the scene of destruction. Thomas and Percy will help you, he called to Cranky, and then you can help the engines. Oh, please, hurry, cried Cranky, and tell them I'm sorry I was rude to them. So it was you, murmured the Fat Controller. I owe those engines an apology. back to bugging us. Don't move, you're still attached to Cranky. But it was too late. Cranky still looks down on the two little engines.
Now the next clip is from the episode James and the Trouble with Trees.
Close to the track was being blown by the strong winds, and rain had weakened the slope. All of a sudden, the tree moved. "Oh, help!" cried James. "Go away!" But of course, the tree replied, "As ready as I'll ever be." They were just in time. Later, James spoke to Thomas. Percy puffed grumpily.
The next clip is from the episode Put Upon Percy.
Took some trucks to the coal yards. Then he had to push empty trucks to the mine shaft. When he arrived, there was trouble. The foreman spoke to his driver. "The trucks are stuck on the mechanism. All they need is a good shove. We'll do it right away." Percy shunted back to where a large canvas barrier was used to protect his line from loose rocks. Percy charged at the line of trucks, too fast and too hard. "Oh no!" gasped Percy. The trucks broke free, but ran out of control to the mines below. On, faster, faster!" the silly trucks yelled. Then there was trouble again. "Get out of here fast! The mine's collapsing!" "We'll just have to make a run for it, Percy," called his driver. "There's going to be an avalanche," wailed Percy. And he was right. Worse still, the track he was on began to crumble. Then he remembered something he had seen earlier. "There's a canvas barrier by the track. That might save us." They were just in time.